of our public service unions said, well, that doesn't affect me. But this year, under the leadership of the AFL-CIO and your leader, Lisa Sanders, as well as Trumka, Rich Trumka, and all the people, all of labor is united to oppose TPP. I am telling you here today, I will oppose TPP and do everything I can to see that it does not pass. Third, how important it is, I'll conclude on this because I see you have a good lunch. Fried chicken, mac and cheese. Cookie, no mac and cheese? Oh. What are we? We're going healthy here at DC37? I wish I liked salad. To me, salad is like medicine. My wife serves it. I push it aside. She said, I'm not serving you the steak or the pot roast unless you eat your salad. I feel like I'm in kindergarten. You know, my wife, I'm going to give you a little tribute to her. She's the strong one in the family. You're married to a strong spouse. So Iris and I met. I was a young assemblyman in the late 70s, and she was in the Ed Koch campaign. And he ran for mayor, and he won, he became mayor, we got married, and we would go out to dinner with him and this and that, because we had met in the campaign. But you may remember, by the late 80s, in his third term, Ed Koch had sort of lost it. And New York was a racial tinderbox, and he sort of almost a delight, you remember this one, Henry, at throwing matches on those flames and setting people apart. It was not like him, but he had shown. So, one night, Iris and I are laying in bed next to him. We became a little disillusioned with Koch. He got mad at me. I supported Dinkins over him. Anyway, so one night, Iris and I, my wife and I, are laying in bed next to each other, watching the evening news, 11 o'clock. And Ed Koch said something particularly incendiary. So my wife turns to me and says, you know what his problem is? And I said, what's that, dear? She said, when he goes to bed at night, there's no one laying in bed next to him saying, you know what a jerk you made out of yourself today? I turned to my wife and I said, I have a lot of problems. I don't have that one. Anyway, I'm just warming you up for Blake. Where is he? Oh, okay. I was just going to say one more thing, and then I know you have a question. This is about taking back the Senate, and Wanda is right. My colleagues, you know, Harry Reid is retiring. And so my colleagues, every single one of them, is supporting me to be the next Democratic leader of the Senate.
Yay!
First, I will say this, I will never forget you, believe me. I've been a senator for 17 years. I don't forget where I come from. I live in Brooklyn. My kids went to public schools in Brooklyn. By the way, good news. So, you know, the one thing missing in my life? She knows. I told her. Grandkids. My daughters are in their 20s. Dad, 30s is the new 20s. But my daughter just turned 30, and guess what happened? She got engaged. On the way, they get married in Brooklyn. April 16th. I'll ask her if she can invite all of you. We'll have mac and cheese. No salad. Anyway, but if I become majority leader, not only will I never forget you, not only will I uphold labor, one of my first jobs is going to be to get card check passed so we can expand the union movement. Plain and simple. say this, the danger we face. Okay? So the hard right is a little serious. But serious is what we should be sometimes. The hard right is, they have, their goal is to destroy our government, to destroy the middle class. It's a small group of very wealthy people led by the Koch brothers. They don't want to pay any taxes, they don't want any government regulation, they don't want anyone telling them what to do. 100 years of history where the average people rose up and said, you don't have to make us rich, but you got to give us a fair chance to give ourselves a decent life, would be undone. And their number one goal is to get one more conservative justice on the Supreme Court. I've worked hard to get liberal justices on the Supreme Court. One mentioned I was the one who recommended Sonia Sotomayor. You know who else I recommended to him? The Loretta Lynch. That's where she's from. I hope all you Queens people aren't feeling bad. My parents sold their house in Brooklyn. They live in Queens in an apartment. So I care about that. And the Bronx. We love the Bronx. I'm from Brooklyn, and even though the Mets are in the World Series, I'm a Yankee fan. You know why? There were no Mets when I was a little boy. It was just Yankees. The Dodgers left, the Mets hadn't started. I'm loyal to who was there. Anyway, so their goal is to take over the Supreme Court. Okay? If they get the Senate, they keep the Senate, they get the presidency, we both. They have a proposal that is moving through the courts now, as I'm sure many of you know, to make America, both public and private unions, a right-to-work country. You know what's happened in those right-to-work states like Wisconsin? AFSCME itself is having big trouble over it. Okay, keynote's here. One is giving me the hook. No, she is not. I told you, she's strong. In any case, we cannot let them take the Supreme Court. They will undo America. They will take away voting rights that people died for. They will change campaign finance laws and make them even worse, so the millionaires just totally run the show, and your help doesn't mean anything anymore. They will destroy the union movement, and they will get rid of union regulation, and they will get rid of any government regulation. So we really do, and I'll be back here as we move on to talk to you about this. So it's really important, not for my sake, but for all our sakes, that I become majority leader, and we have a majority of Democrats in the Senate, and we elect a Democratic President of the United States. I saw your nationally endorsed Hillary.